Okay, this is an urgent video because there's a new build that is very fun. It makes you feel less starved. It is very interactive and very unique in the RNG aspect. Essentially, you are just taking off Greenskin, which you would think that's very strange because for a whole talent node worth 1 point, this is like a crazy talent. But somebody recently discovered that if you take off Greenskin and put Count the Odds instead, there's actually a very marginal difference in simming. So I was very apprehensive to trying this at first, but I was like, why not for fun? And then the numbers that I was doing were insane. Like this overall right here is from a Ruby deck pool. Like that's crazy. 132 in a key is insane. So it's very fun. You don't feel starved. It's just like you don't have to think about hitting Greenskin all the time. You get a lot more value out of your tier set, your 4-piece, and yeah, it's just a great time all around. So I'm gonna explain a little bit about this build for those who are visual learners. So pretty much all that changed is during your dance window and during your subterfuge window, you only hit ambush and dispatch. So you never ever hit pistol shot, Phantom Hammer procs again during those windows because it's a waste of bubbles and you don't get value off Count the Odds. So it's so fun. It feels really bursty. Another rule is that you can now hit Shadow Dance and Vanish off cooldown. You don't have to think about Phantom Hammer stacks at all. So before you would have to meet a few requirements to hit Shadow Dance or Vanish, which are first, you have to have no Audacity, and second, you have to have no Phantom Hammer procs, which made it a little bit annoying because sometimes you would sit on dance for like a minute because you would be stuck in this permanent cycle of Audacity, Phantom Hammer, and blah blah blah, vice versa. But now you ignore that, and what you do is you do the same opener. You know, you AR, you roll, press your Blade Flurry, hit ambush again between the eyes, and then here, previously, you would hit Phantom Hammer procs, and then get stuck in this stupid cycle, right? But now, what you do, so let me start again. I'm gonna open, ambush, dispatch, and then immediately I'm gonna hit my dance, and I'm just gonna dance away. I'm gonna dance and fully ignore my stacks. Thus, I am overcapping, but that's okay because that's what you're supposed to do now. So you fully ignore that. And what this results in is just super bursty openers and dance windows and even subterfuge windows sometimes if you're not starved. So yeah, that's that. This is the talent build. Everyone has to try this immediately. It's so much fun. It is the best thing ever. And honestly, I'm not upset about these nerfs anymore because we wouldn't have this build otherwise. So yeah. Also, something to note is that a lot of people are playing 2 Count the Odds and no heavy hitter. I sim this, and for me, removing heavy hitter is a big loss on AoE. Not a big loss, but like enough to not want to remove this talent. And single target, there's like no difference. So I figured, why not play the thing that sims higher AoE first of all, and second of all, is guaranteed damage on the builders. Like, you already have the effect of Count the Odds. Adding a % chance that you're gonna proc a roll from Count the Odds does not seem better than just having free 10% damage on your builders. And the sims confirm this for me personally. So I'm gonna play this build. But many people are playing 2 Count the Odds, and honestly, it's not that big of a difference. You can do that. But yeah, that's that. So once again, I'm just gonna do a little rotation. You still probably want to hit your Vanish before dance just because you get it off cooldown. But yeah, it's really fun. I love ignoring Phantom Hammer procs. It's just the best thing ever. Oh, one more thing, one more very important thing with this build is that between the eyes, now you only want to hit it if it's falling off your target. Previously with the build, you would hit your between the eyes off cooldown pretty much for Greenskin, but now you only hit it when it's like a couple seconds off falling off your target because there's not a great value in hitting between the eyes anymore, and the only reason to hit it is to just upkeep the effect on the target. So this allows for very easy target swapping. Like, it's so easy now because you essentially always have your between the eyes ready to go. So if you need to swap targets, it's like there and ready. So yeah, that's that. Enjoy.